What's going on, denizens of the internet? Welcome back to Chasing Sunsets. Today, we're starting chapter 2. If you haven't already, definitely hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. Well, we're starting chapter 2 today. Chapter 1 was surprisingly long. Yeah, a lot, what, 11 episodes? And we ended off going on a trip. We have to meet with George and everybody on the boat where the parents got married to finally do the will and everything. But there was an unexpected guest that came along with Jay. And I'm assuming now is where we find out who that is. This is 1 hour prior to when we left off. Even with the flight cancellation out of LA, I'm almost on time. So worth it though. A selfie with... Really? Lexi, come on now. How many games, like how many of these visual novels is Lexi gonna be in? That name. Like, holy cow. What's up with that? George pulling off a helicopter miracle would be the icing on the cake. Good afternoon. Can you direct me to the private helipad? Certainly, miss. Follow the concourse, and you'll see the sign. It'll be on your right. There was quite a crowd over there a bit ago for some reason. Anyway, welcome to Tanalu. I always have a hard time with that name. Thank you so much. Alex is gonna have to swim to avoid me now. Jay Campbell? Yes? Well, that's a face. Oh, Christian? What the hell are you doing here? Christian holds out a folded piece of paper. I'm with Mendez, Tango & Cash, the law firm currently representing Prizer Pharmaceuticals. This is a court order. Polygene is to cease and desist any patent work based on Prizer intellectual property. I have no control over the company. You assumed your meeting with Polygene Council was the formal transfer of ownership. No, nothing has been decided. Who's making the decisions until then? Fuck this guy. How's Christian involved? I didn't even know I'd be here. Get yourself a mail order law degree, Christian. You're legal. For now. Wait, Mendez? Tango & Cash? My uncle's firm, representing Prizer in their lawsuit against Polygene. Jay struggles to think through the emotional maelstrom. Then inspiration strikes. Uh-oh, that's not a face you want to see. As I said, I'm not running Polygene. George J. Wentworth is still calling the shots. Where can we find him? Is this just a process service? The court order must be presented in person. How could it even be binding in Tanalu? It's not, of course, but Polygene is largely based in the United States. The court would rule immediately for a remedy against those assets for failure to comply. I see. With sheer force of will, Jay represses her fight or flight response and forces a smile. My helicopter is waiting to depart. Christian, I'd be happy to take you to George. Really? Sure, there's room for one more. Why let a little bygone like attempted rape get in the way of common courtesy? Oof, as he looks back and forth. Christian's eyes dart about nervously, but the two attorneys with him seem unfazed. Alleged. Let's go. Wheels up in 5. Jay walks briskly the length of the concourse, 4 steps ahead, forcing Christian to jog. Her dark mood evaporates when she opens the door and sees the helicopter for the first time. Fuck, that thing is beautiful. Can't believe George pulled it off. Just let me text George and let him know you're coming. Hop in. George will know how to handle this Prizer thing. And Alex will know how to handle a Christian thing. Yeah, seriously. It's about a 15-minute flight. My brothers can be so happy to see you. Wait, Alex is here too? Buckle up, Buttercup. Or don't. Ugh, crack a window. You're still overdoing the body spray. Ouch. She's savage. Dad, forgive me. I couldn't think of anything else to do. But at least I can do right by Alex this time, if he decides what I think he will. Oh man, he's regretting it. 3 years ago. Gah! Oh, you have to kick the crap out of him? You look like shit. You should see the other guy. It just did. It's your lucky day. He declined to press charges. You have anything to do with that? We just showed him his girlfriend's camgirl portal. I guess he started feeling that she had no virtue to defend. Knew she was a thing. And that's all it took to make this go away? Money and fear are all it takes to make anything go away. How corporate of you. So, did Dad call in the cavalry, or is the bill in the mail? I haven't spoke to your father at all. As for my fee, consider it pro bono, for the most part. Always a string attached, even for family. More of a golden thread, if you play this right. Didn't you date Sarah Campbell's daughter a few years back? Dated isn't the right word. Started to go in that direction, and then she went psycho on me. Yes, I suppose just like young Miss Daly went psycho on you tonight. If you want to accuse me of something, just come out and say it. That's not why I'm here. Then why are you here? Not out of the goodness of your heart. Don't be ridiculous. I have a powerful new client, and your insight could help open doors for you. I'm not sure how I can help. You're back on your feet. Review the documents in this envelope. Welcome to the firm, son. Just gets given a job. Must be nice. Alright, here we go. Northland Harbor. It had better not be. Jay steps towards you with a mischievous glint in her eyes. She used to wear that smirk spawn camping in Call of Duty. Son of a bitch! Suspicion confirmed. The initial rage simmers down to steely resolve. What's in your head, Jay? Nervously, Christian approaches George and hands him a folded paper. What the fuck is this? Sis, why is he here? I was hoping for a do-over. This is a court-ordered issue from the Brighton District Court in the case of Prizer versus Polygene. All work based entirely or in part upon Prizer intellectual property must be halted immediately. Any actions which could impact the value of the company must be suspended immediately. In the event damages are rewarded to the plaintiff, I imagine. Signed, the Honorable Andrew K. Bear, District Judge. What's this about, George? I don't know yet, but I do know nothing that Sarah was working on was based on Prizer IP. You'll have a chance to prove that in court. But legal remedy will be sought immediately if the court order is not followed to the letter. Prizer will burn Polygene to the ground. Christian finally allows himself a smug glance at the two siblings. Christian? This is no coincidence. George reflects a moment before gesturing to the pilot and the idling helicopter. You gonna leave him there? Airwolf departs in a halo of rotor wash, setting the entire yacht rocking, of course. I would expect nothing less. Work here is done. However, it's time for you to leave. But the helicopter just left. Son, would you kindly show Mr. Mendez off the sunset? Christian's eyes go wide at the implication. Oh man, someone's got to swim. That's assault! Attempted murder! When Jade told me you were coming, I suggested the captain move the yacht out to sea. Any idea why? I have a feeling you're going to tell me. What law applies in international waters, Mr. Mendez? The law of the country the vessel is registered to. What flag does the MV Sunset operate under? I don't know. Enjoy your swim, Mr. Mendez. Ouch. Show Mr. Mendez off the sunset. Really show him off the sunset. I got your back, sis. Go nuts. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Well, that's a last weird one. How do we want to do this? Do you want to show him? Really show him? Or let her do it? She wanted us to do it. So we're going to do it. It's going to be one of the first two. Really? Deja vu, huh? Alex, don't do this. It was 5 years ago. Feels like yesterday to me. And you're neck deep in this prizer bullshit. Palm heel strike. Metzev continuous motion. And one more just because. Still feels good, man. Trust and love +1. Oh yeah. We're not monsters, Mr. Mendez. Don't forget your life ring. The harbor is that way. Better start paddling if you want to make it before dark. They ambushed me at the airport. Well, this certainly isn't about your mother's project. Something else is going on here. Anyway, now that we've sent them a message, you did the right thing, dear. Jay stares at you for a moment, her expression alternating between relief and indecision. Oh. At last, she walks up to you and pulls you into an unexpected hug. This is what I should have done last time, Alex. I'm so sorry I didn't. Wait for that, it's in the past. I would have welcomed that. What? I still would have left. You know, I didn't leave because of what happened at the party, right? You reciprocate the hug and wrap your arms around her. Her whole body's trembling. You didn't? No. There was a lot more to that decision than what happened with that asshole. Like what? If I tell you, it might just get in the way of whatever's happening right now. Jay releases you and looks curiously into your eyes. I understand. I need time to work up to some things I need to say as well. But I want to. I know there's a lot to work through. Gotta start somewhere. Let's talk tomorrow. I'll stop by your room in the morning. And Alex, you look good. Really good, actually. I had your luggage taken to the Trinidad suite, dear. Thanks, George. Flashing a radiant smile, Jay walks in the direction of the staterooms. Well, that was unexpected. What a pleasant surprise. Oh. Before I'm gonna guess it's Mallory. Just some of the timing. Oh, it's not. Well, it's just easier to skip that whole scene there with the pictures. Yep, definitely gonna get me fired. Yeah, probably. 26 years ago. Oh, we haven't seen the parents in a while. The data just isn't here. The test specimens show no improvement over placebo. It's there, but our sample size is way too small to certify. Testing is going too slow, and we're starting to cut corners. You could feel it. Next shipment is on hold, pending FDA ethics review. What we have right now is what we have. Do you still have OR privileges at Cambridge? Of course. Walk with me. Uh-oh. What are you gonna do? Walk with me. Where are we going? Someplace we can talk. Just you and me. Is it a secret? Not a secret, Alex. I just want to ask the most important man in my life a question. We're going to see James? That was silly. You're the most important man in my life. Heck yeah! Arriving at the park, your mother sits you on a bench and kneels so she can look you in the eye. It's just been you and me for a long time now, Alex. I want you to know you'll always be Mommy's ride or die. But it's not just you and me, Mom. James and Jay are part of our family now. Your mom's eyes begin to well up at those words, but you're too young to understand why. What do you want to ask me, Mom? You just answered it, and it made me so happy. Happy enough to give me an ice cream? Expensive date? Yes, Alex. At least that happy. Ooh, thump thump. Hello? Why is it so loud when you walk, Mom? Annoyingly early. Mom? You awaken to tropical humidity and a sound of footsteps on a deck above you. It's gotta be 3 in the morning. Who's stomping around at this hour? Throw on some trunks and flip-flops before stepping out into the sweltering night. The sound of soft waves slapping against the hull of the sunset greets you. A cursory search of the deck reveals nothing suspicious. You're about to return below deck when you see a familiar form sitting near the pool. Hey, Alex. You're up late, or early, depending how you look at it. Oh, there was humming, so I thought maybe we'd be singing. I've been having dreams, jumping on the trampoline, flipping in the air. Singing seems to be your thing. You definitely have the voice for it. Valerie looks away in embarrassment. That didn't happen. We both know it did. Sit. Time for some answers, huh? Yeah. My childhood was a mess. I'm an orphan. Of sorts. Oh, the girl! The girl! Duh! How am I dumb? Oh, that random one scene with the dad that killed himself. Oh, I'm so dumb. I forgot. Oh, God damn it. Okay. I'm not selling a sob story. Just where all this begins. My father ran away with me when I was 10 and committed suicide a few months later. Shit. Like I said, it's just some background. My mother couldn't be located after my father's death, so I became a ward of the state. Go on. I went from foster home to foster home, never knowing what happened to my mother. I'm sure you can guess how foster life sometimes goes for young girls. I always hoped those were mostly just stories. Yeah, mostly. Anyway, it's over now. As soon as I was old enough, I set out to find my mother on my own. After years of searching, I was finally successful. That must have felt like winning the lottery. Yeah, until I actually met her. She barely remembered me. She was an addict. Her mind was mostly gone. She had her good days, but for the most part, she was somewhere else. I'm still not clear on how that connects us. One lucid morning, my mother showed me a closet full of father's things. Mostly stuff that just reinforced my opinion of him. Also, his notebooks and files from where he worked at Prizer. He worked at Prizer? Yes, for Dr. Sarah Forrester. Mom. Yeah. You know, Prizer sure has come up a lot lately. They just filed suit against us. That can't be a coincidence. Mallory turns to look at you, and you see she's wearing her contact lenses. Anyway, I learned things about myself in those notes, including why I was a constant reminder of failure for my father. Ironic, considering he's the one who took the easy way out. Mallory stares across the water for a moment before responding. I also learned I am the unplanned outcome of a Prizer effort called Crucible. I never heard Mom talk about it, but how was she involved? That's what I'm here to find out. When I showed George my father's notes, he agreed to let me examine Sarah's research. Most of that is either aboard this yacht or ashore in her office. I hope you're not angry with me. It's a lot to take in. That's why you really came looking for me in Aspen? Yes, at first. My employer was more than happy to just put me on assignment to interview you. In the moment, it felt like a win-win. But now, it's more complicated. You must have had compelling information to bring George on board. My father's notes, and a few other things that are personal to me. Like... That's actually a good place to leave it for today. The next episode, we'll continue this conversation and see what's going on with Mallory here. Definitely learn what this project is. Now that we're in chapter 2, I'm definitely noticing like a slight improvement to the visuals, which is nice. Some redesigns, a little bit, like some touch-ups for some of the characters. Definitely enjoying it so far. I hope you are too. Thank you for watching. Hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. And if you're interested in supporting the channel, there's a link in the description to my Patreon. And I'll catch you on the next one.